VR gun stocks. This is a pretty hot topic and can sometimes even be a controversial topic. If you have watched our cute little channel for a while, then you probably know one thing: we love VR shooters. And what makes a good VR shooter even better? You guessed it, a VR gun stock. And for so many reasons. A couple of these reasons for me personally is the fact that you have your controllers on one level plane instead of two controllers moving around independently. Reason number two is the feeling of the buttstock pressed against your shoulder, giving you the feeling that you're actually holding what you're physically seeing inside of the virtual world. This really does a good job of tricking your brain into believing what you're seeing. Mamut just came out with their latest offering in the world of VR gun stocks, the Mamut Wasp. This thing is on a whole new level when it comes to looks, quality, and feel. This thing is made completely of machined aluminum with carbon fiber tubes. This thing looks and breathes quality. When holding it in your hands, paired with the Mamut Grip 3 and the DX magnetic mounts, reloads become a breeze. All you have to do is be close when you're putting your controller back onto the stock, and the magnets are so strong, it just pulls it exactly where it needs to be. This thing is highly adjustable, so I mean there's so many little tweaks and stuff that you can do to really make it feel perfect for the way that you like to play, and that's really going to be one of those things that you really just need to play with for a while. You need to feel what you like, what you feels comfortable to you, make those little adjustments, just keep tweaking it until you get it to just where it feels really good in your hands. Links for this particular gun stock is in the description below. But let's talk about some of the controversial parts about gun stocks. For some reason, people try to say using a gun stock in a shooter game is cheating, which I personally do not agree with. It's just a peripheral. There is no sort of cheating as in, using software mods or hacking the game or something like that. One advantage is the target acquisition. I feel you can get on target really fast and then you can get onto your next target even a little quicker. Reloads sometimes can be slower using a gun stock, especially if you haven't used it a lot. If you don't have adequate practice with a gun stock, sometimes reloads can slow you down. I think with practice though, you can be just as fast with reloads. For me personally, and this may not be for everybody, using grenades and sidearms is a little bit more difficult and cumbersome in VR. I find myself actually not using those things very often just because of the switching around and stuff. It's just something that I think I need to practice more because I just don't feel as comfortable. So I think that's a disadvantage because using grenades and stuff like that in gameplay can actually be a very big advantage. To me, the immersion is worth the trade-offs, and I love the fast target acquisition. I mean, you can pull up your gun and you're just on target, and then when you go to the next one, you're on target because once you have your gun stock calibrated in a game like Contractors, when you pull it up, it's just perfectly aligned. You can see in, I often use hollow sights or red dot sights. When you pull it up, that reticle is right where it needs to be. Speaking of Contractors, the best shooter game out there, by the way, just so you know, just in case you're curious, my opinion, best shooter game out there. If you haven't picked it up, highly recommend it, especially if you want to use something with a gun stock, because their gun stock calibration tool is just, it's just perfect. You can perfectly match up your in-game gun with your physical gun stock, and it just, makes that target acquisition, pulling that gun up, being right on sight. It's just so good. Now, I just want to make it clear because I always get these comments on gun stock videos and stuff. This is not the most budget-friendly gun stock. This Mamut Wasp, this is your more premium, top of the line product that's going to give you, the top end, top feel, looks, build quality, all of that. Now there are cheaper options out there. There's a lot of 3D print stuff. There's a lot of stuff on Amazon, stuff like that. And there's a lot of homemade stuff that I've seen that people have just made and come up with, at their house. And these are all great options, especially if you just want to get into VR and using a gun stock, see how it feels, practice. Those are all great options and plenty of options out there. But this Mamut Wasp is definitely going to be, your high-end, higher-tier gun stock. That is the category that this falls in. And there's just nothing else like it on the market right now in this kind of build quality. So just want to make that clear because I know I'm going to see those comments. So let me know your thoughts. Have you tried using a gun stock before? Do you think it's cheating or, an unfair advantage or something like that? Or is it just simply better enjoying your VR experience, which is what I personally feel like it is. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.